Learn the secret of Partimenti with me and Fenaroli. Dissonances. There are 4 types of dissonances, namely the intervals of the 2nd, 4th, 7th and 9th. Why? Because the unison is a consonant, the 3rd is a consonant, the 5th and the 6th are consonances, and the 8th is a consonant, and the 9th is the 2nd, an octave higher, but with different properties in some situations. So we talked about 1, 3, 5 and 6 at the beginning of the journey when we saw of the consonances here, and now we complete with dissonances. So after all the consonances, what are the dissonances? 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 7 and 9. This. Okay. These were invented in order to render the consonances more beautiful, but none of aforementioned dissonances cannot be used unless they are prepared by consonances and resolved to the same. So remember, prepared and resolved. And so we have the dissonance here, which is the suspension. So preparation, suspension and resolution of the same dissonance. The difference between the 2 and the 9th is that the 2nd, so the 9th, can be used without preparation. But the 9th must be prepared. I don't agree with this point of view. I totally don't agree. Because in this case we have the preparation of the 2nd, but the dissonant is in the lower voice, it's in the bass. So we have the preparation, the suspension and resolution. Here we have the preparation, suspension and resolution in a top voice. Here the 2nd is not in the top voice, it's in the lower voice. Because if we invert this in double counterpoint, we get, so this is A, 7, 6, and it must be prepared, and there's a preparation. So I don't agree with this point of view by Fenaroli, which always arrives from the top. If we consider the 2, 3 from the bottom, it's a suspension and you have to prepare it. So let's talk about the dissonances. We have different kind of dissonances. Here we have the 4th consonances concerning consonances or the suspension of the 4th. The 4th can be prepared by all 4 consonances, that is by the octave, the 3rd, the 5th and the 6th. Right. To prepare the 4th and the octave, the Partimento should rise a 5th or descend a 4th, that is from degree 1 to degree 5. See the example in the manuscript at letter A. So the point is that any dissonance can be prepared from any consonants, because it's the interval we create that makes a difference. Here we have the octave, this, which is the preparation of the 4th. Preparation, suspension, resolution. This way. To prepare the 4th by the 3rd, the Partimento should descend by step, that is from 6 to 5, or from 1, or from 2 to 1. See letter B. Why? Because it's a matter about math. Between 3 and 4 we have only one difference. So if we have 3 and we enlarge of only 1 degree, so plus 1, let's write plus 1, we get the 5th degree. So 3, 4. If you want the contrary, 8, so we have the octave. We narrow the interval of a 5th. 8 less 5 in music is 4th. Why? Because G, D and DG, so 5 plus 4 have one note in common, the one in the middle. So it's not as counting apples and bananas. It's a little bit different to count intervals. They are not apples and bananas. So one note is always in common in intervals. Okay, in this case we have 3, 3, 4, you can better see here, 3, 4, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, and then you can play the resolution of the cadence if you like. La, sol. This way. Very nice. Preparation, suspension, resolution. To prepare the fourth by the fifth, the Partimento should rise by step, that is from 4 to 5 or 2, or from 1 to 2. This way. Preparation, suspension, resolution. 5, 4, 3, 8. The other number we are adding are always 5 and 8 to complete the harmony, 8, 3, 5, 3, 5, 8. Then also in this case we have the last examples. Oh, okay, one second. Note, we have a note that the fourth can also be prepared by the minor 7 and by the diminished fifth, but okay, which is this one, yes, this example. To prepare the fourth by the minor 7th, the Partimento should rise a fourth, that is from 5 to 1, see letter E. In this case, we have the 7th, and instead of directly resolve the dissonance, we can make it later. From the 7th. This is an exception, of course, because we are considering this 7th, so this dissonance, as a consonant part of the chord. The dominant 7th chord is consonance itself, so we consider all the notes consonants in terms of belonging to the chord. This is not valid in Renaissance counterpoint, but it is valid in Baroque style. And also the same thing with the diminished fifth. Okay, and then let's continue our journey. We have to prepare the fourth by diminished fifth. Okay, the Partimento should rise by a semitone exactly as we have just analyzed here. Observe that the dissonance of a fourth should always be accompanied by the consonants of the fifth. That is because the aforementioned dissonance can never be placed above a note that by its nature does not takes the fifth. This point is very interesting because within the 4-6, the 4-3 suspension, we always have the most important suspension or the most important type of cadence, the 7-6, or in its inversion, 2-3, and this is the clausola cantizans in the top, fa, mi, fa, and the clausola tenorizans in the bass, re, re, do, fa, mi, fa, and we are just adding a bass. If you join the Partimento method, the lesson 2.9, the stage 2.9, which is entirely free, explains very clearly this point. So, with other examples, more examples, go to the Partimento method, you can find the link here in the description, and go to stage 2.9. I put there these two clausole, and then I also put how they work In the Renaissance tradition, with an example by Josquin de Prede, Missa Hercules Dux Ferrarie, Hercules Dux Ferrarie, which is secundus tonus, because of the semiditono re ut re fa mi re, where at the end we clearly have all the four cadences, the clausulae, clausula cantizans, altizans, tenorizans, and bassizans, of the cantus, of the altus, of the tenor, and of the bassus. So go and watch that lessons, link in the description, stage 2.9. Okay, that's why, and so in the next step, let's talk about the suspension of the seventh. You're a musician, you play an instrument and you compose music, but you want more. You want to know all the secrets of harmony and learn the most magical techniques of counterpoint to compose true masterpieces. Access dozens of free music composition lessons now. Lessons and resources based on the ancient method of Partimenti. Click here to create your free account. Don't compose without a method. Compose with the Partimento method. The great thing about the Partimento method is that everything is cataloged. Each pattern, schema, and sequence has an entirely dedicated stage. Choose what you want to learn, look at the explanation, and do the exercises available to you in all the keys. Say you want to learn more about something, for example about the printer. What the printer is, how it works, how to best use it. Very simple. You open the website, you choose the printer stage in its chapter, you look at the explanation, and just learn it. Or you simply want to see some examples of the Romanesca? That's very simple too. Open the Leaping Romanesca stage, choose the video with the analysis of the examples, and that's it. Everything is cataloged, easy to access, quick to consult. Always available for the Musicus Practicus apprentice, like you. Start for free now, and only if you like, continue your magical journey in the Partimento method. I have defiant music in mind. A music that's not confined to institutions and academies for the chosen few, but that lives in the hearts of those who feel called by a mission. A music that is not about credit, exams, and loyalty points, but is built on study, love, dedication, passion, connection. A music that doesn't insult your intelligence and your creativity. You have to do this way because it's always been done this way. But a magical world to explore, full of enchanted forests and mystical paths to draw. Maybe this music is not for everyone. No. It's for those who aren't satisfied with the way things are today. For those who rebel against what and how we are taught in the education system. For those who want to see meanings beyond the notes. This is our music, the music of Musici Pratici. And you? Are you a Musicus Practicus?